FullProduct.dev, a starter kit for experienced freelancers, agencies, startups, and solopreneurs that doesn't just give you another Next.js boilerplate, because one thing each of these has in common is that you have to stand out in an oversaturated market. Luckily, a great way to stand out both as a starter kit and developer is to ship apps to more platforms. It does this by combining Next.js as the best of the web with the absolute powerhouse that is Expo for the iOS and Android app stores, all while keeping 90% of your code right once, thanks to the TypeScript and React Native ecosystem. On top of bringing in free traffic from the web and being discoverable through the app stores, it can be a great competitive advantage when it comes to any oversaturated market. Unlike most boilerplates though, FullProduct.dev does not stop there. Stay with us as we dive into the 4 other things that set it apart in an equally oversaturated starter kit market. Schema-based abstractions. A wise TypeScript wizard once said, "The right abstraction, found at the right time, can save you weeks of work." And FullProduct.dev wholeheartedly agrees. So much so that we went and built a strong toolkit around Zod Schemas as the single sources of truth for all your app's data structure needs. Meaning you can take any Zod validation schema and turn it into things like types, database models, GraphQL definitions, form state hooks, and more. Linking these to schemas actually reduces boilerplate and the chance of things getting out of sync. This helps avoid things like outdated docs or outright errors from forgetting to update your data structure everywhere it's needed. Automatic docgen. If you asked a room full of developers whether they like having docs, they would all enthusiastically say yes. If you then ask that same room of devs who likes to, or even has the time to make good docs, this is what their response would be. So perhaps the most useful Zod schema transformation is how it can help you automatically generate rich documentation for all your app's APIs, schemas, and even UI components. Meaning you can play around with the component's available props, see the UI and code preview update, and get a handy shareable URL to send exact examples to your colleagues. It gets even better when you realize this is all generated markdown files that you can provide to your AI helpers to improve output and reduce hallucinations. FullProduct.dev is designed for copy-paste. And no, I don't mean just the UI. If there's one thing I learned from 7 years working across startups, studios, and as a freelancer, it's that being able to copy-paste entire features between projects is not easy. Until now. You see, most features in most projects are not exactly reusable. The main culprit is often a back-end versus front-end split. With FullProduct.dev, though, you can group all related front and back-end code together in feature folders, meaning you can bundle your UI, schemas, utils, APIs, and even your routing logic into nice portable monorepo folders for future projects. FullProduct.dev's handy scripts and automations will ensure all your API and page routes end up in your Expo and Next.js routers, eventually rendering them on both web and mobile through file-based routing, taking your code beyond just UI-level reusability. You can even bundle these reusable features into Installable Pull Requests, which is the main way FullProduct.dev lets you pick and choose your own toolkit. Because the plugin system is Git-based, the potential range of both FullProduct.devs and your own extensions makes the whole experience way more customizable than any other starter kit. Building up a library of these portable features installable through pull requests might just be a better way to quickly ship entire features with confidence, when the alternative is needing to constantly double-check AI agent feature slop instead. Combined with FullProduct.dev's universal way of working and time-saving abstractions, you can keep boosting your potential code reuse after every project you build with it. Just like this starter grows beyond the bounds of all the web-only boilerplates, you too can grow beyond the labels of just front-end, back-end, or full-stack, delivering full-blown apps to the web and the app stores at an ever-growing pace with FullProduct.dev.